Hello. Hey, my friends. Hey, I hope you're doing really great. Kat here. If you are looking to confidently and consistently be able to share your message, a message that truly lights up your heart and that you know is going to benefit a whole lot of people, and you want to do it in a way that's effective, that's elegant, and that's enjoyable, this video is for you. It's about how to overcome your biggest fears around running online events and presenting. And it's also about what's in the way for you of your next level and what to do about it, because you have a next level of presenting, of running events. So whether you've just started out, whether you've never run events before, or whether you've been running events for 20 years or more, there is a next level for you. And you may have a next level that is quite easy. Your next level might be quite challenging. Maybe your next level is to run live events. You've only ever done pre-recorded videos. For some of you, you might have done a 90-minute presentation on Zoom, but you want to take it up to a 2-hour or a half-day event, a half-day workshop. Your next level might be a full workshop, like a full-day workshop, or maybe your next level is a 5-day retreat. Or maybe you've run an event, you've run some type of workshop or presentation or masterclass, and you haven't really converted as high as you want to, and you want your next event to double or triple or 10x or more the income that you make from that event. So you are in the right place if you have a next level and you are not sure exactly what's in the way, or you know exactly what's in the way, but you're not sure what to do about it. So welcome those of you who are here live. If you're watching the replay, if you could just drop a hashtag replay if you're watching the replay, or if you're watching live, drop the hashtag live. And I want to help you with that next level of why you're not presenting online events regularly and consistently. There's usually one reason why. It's not I'm too busy. It's not I don't like speaking on camera. I'm talking about the real reason. It's not I'm bad at technology. It's not any of those things. It's one reason, which is fear. And the next step outside of our comfort zone into our next level, it usually has a fear attached to it. We can say it's doubt, we can say it's stress, but ultimately it's usually fear. So I want to share with you my biggest fears around running online events and how I overcame them and how you can too. A lot of people that I talk to are avoiding their next level because of fear. And I get it, because I had so much fear around presenting, and fear can be absolutely crippling. It could be fear of people not showing up. It could be fear of the technology stuffing up. I had that one. I was just so scared that I was going to drop out and all these people would be sitting there really awkwardly and uncomfortably. It could be fear that you're going to stuff up your words. And a lot of people have very genuine anxiety, like actual nerves, physical manifestations of nerves, and fear. And a problem with fear is that we can think that it's keeping us safe when actually it's just keeping us very small and very limited, because our body thinks we're going to actually die, but we're safe in our home. You know, we're sitting and we're talking to a screen. And so our body has an overreaction to what we're actually doing. We're not on the front line in a battle physically. We're in a battle in our internal world. We're in a battle for our own victory over our fears. So if you want to become better as a presenter at speaking to groups, which most of us need to do, because it is really the way to get clients now. It's the way to grow your business, unless you want to do it one by one and just constantly be chasing people and constantly be on sales calls. We need to overcome whatever block is in the way of you showing up authentically and effectively. Otherwise, the fears, they can be like a ball and chain, and they can just hold you back and rob you of your freedom. And so that's why I want to help you understand the fears that are holding you back from your next level, and give you some practical strategies and some mindset strategies so that you can overcome them. So over the last 18 years in business, 19 years actually, I've discovered there are 3 main problems that people struggle with when it comes to running online events. The first problem is they don't have a proven strategy. They don't have a robust strategy? Do you have an event strategy that's effective? Do you have a strategy that's actually working for you and bringing you in clients effectively? And is that in place? It's a big problem for a lot of people. They just don't have a strategy to follow. They're just kind of winging it and trying to piece it together, and it's not working. The second problem people have is having novice skills. So the first problem is not having a proven strategy. The second problem is having novice skills. If you haven't been professionally trained in presenting and marketing, you're probably going to struggle to grow your coaching business. A lot of people I talk to, a lot of coaches, their strength is coaching, helping people, talking to people, but they're never going to grow their coaching business if they're avoiding these skills of presenting and marketing, because that's what helps you grow your coaching business. So you can be brilliant as a coach, but I'm sure you recognize that's a completely different skill set to being able to present and to be able to market in a way that actually converts people to clients. So it's an absolutely crucial skill that you need to learn. And if you don't have that skill, you probably won't have a coaching business for very long. The good news is anyone can learn the skill. We're all on an equal playing field. Anyone can learn it. I like to say when you up-level your skills, you up-level your income. The third problem people face is they don't have a system to convert their events to clients. So number one, no proven strategy. Number two, novice skills. Number three, no system to convert their events to clients. If you don't have a proven system to sign up multiple people at once, you do have to chase people. You do have to have those endless conversations. And you don't just need any events, you need conversion events, high conversion events. A lot of people say to me things like, Kat, I just don't know what to share. I don't know what content to share. I don't know how to set it all up. I don't know how to actually get people to come. I don't know the technology side. I'm happy to show up and talk. I love talking, but how do I make it all work together? And that's why you need a system. Running online events is a really smart, predictable way to grow your business if you know how to do it right. If you've got the proven strategy, if you've got the marketing and presenting skills, and if you have a system for conversion. I like to say with a proven formula, you get proven results. That's what you need. So I've discovered there are 4 main fears that people have when it comes to presenting effectively. Hey, Laura, great to have you here. Hey, Julie. Hey, Trish. Hey, Kim. Good to have you here, ladies. So 4 fears that people have. Number 1, if you're taking notes, write these down. The first main fear people have is a fear of failure. And this is all about getting it wrong, as if there's a wrong, stuffing up, looking silly, looking incompetent. So a fear of failure, or a fear of failing so that it wastes your time. So you've done all this hard work and it hasn't worked. So people have that fear of failure. The second fear people have is a fear of rejection. They're scared that people won't like what they have to say. They're scared that people won't say yes to what it is they're offering. And they're basically so afraid of rejection that they would rather just be out of the game. I'd rather be on the sidelines than in the game. I really like what Brené Brown says. She goes, unless you're in the game getting your ass kicked, I don't want to know your opinion. Because what a lot of people do if they have this fear of rejection is they're not even in the game because they're just so scared of rejection. It's a problem. It's a fear, and we need to work on it. We need to overcome it if we're going to get anywhere in business, because whether you run presentations or not, people are going to reject you in business. People are going to say no in your sales calls. So this is a fear that happens across the board in business. It stops people from marketing. It stops people from showing up on video. It halts a whole lot of action. The third fear is a fear of loss of security. A fear of loss of security is around feeling unsafe, feeling uncertain, feeling insecure. So feeling very self-conscious, feeling like you just can't handle it. And then the fourth fear is a fear of criticism. So these are similar, there's some crossovers, but this is specifically around people judging us, not being afraid, being too afraid to show up authentically and be able to share with conviction, with certainty that what you're saying is helpful and valuable, prizing yourself, knowing that you are the prize. So I'm not sure how your fears are showing up, but if you recognize yourself in any of these, in any area of your business, I want to help you, because these are absolute dream killers. And these fears can stop us from stepping up and being the leader and being the influencer that we're really born to be, to actually influence people for positive change. My biggest fear out of those 4 was the fear of failure, specifically not feeling good enough, like feeling like I needed to have everything perfect before people showed up. And the thoughts that used to come into my mind were things like, are people really going to care what I have to say? Have people heard it all before? Who do I think that I am to talk like I'm this expert? I don't know enough yet. And all of these things, they held me back for years from running events. It held me back from growing my audience. It held me back from speaking to groups. And so if you want to grow your business and accelerate that growth, you need to really discover what fears are holding you back, really isolate them, pinpoint them, ask yourself some good questions around them, and ruthlessly go after them. I mean, ruthlessly go after eliminating them. And fear's not going to fully go away if you keep pushing that next level, but we've got to stop it from hindering us from the next level by taking action anyway. Often the fear falls off if we just take action anyway, and the beliefs have to catch up, because it's like, oh, she's running an event. I was trying to keep her safe by sending out all these fears, but she's doing it anyway. So maybe she's actually safe. Oh, she did an event. Oh, she didn't die. Okay, maybe this voice is going to get quieter and quieter. I know for me as a child, I absolutely hated people looking at me. I'd go bright red. I would just hate the limelight. Just really introverted. I hated being the center of attention. Even if I was in a small group of friends, if everyone kind of turned and looked at me, I would really feel very, very uncomfortable. And now one of my greatest passions is getting in front of a group of people and sharing tools and resources and inspiration and things that can actually help people. So anyone can change. Anyone can go through a journey of overcoming fear. I've completely overcome my fear, but I still do get nervous. But it now no longer cripples me. It's not a full-on stress response. It's just a little like, oh, I can just feel a little bit of expansion here. I can feel that I'm pushing a little bit out of my comfort zone, but it's not a crippling fear anymore. And my mission is to help women overcome these fears that are holding them back and gain the confidence to present their message to the world. So I want to give you 3 things that you can do to overcome fear so you can show up and shine online. If you're taking notes, write these down. The first way to overcome fear, number 1, is to focus on the person who needs you. Focus on the person who needs you. Rather than feeling like you're talking to the masses, think of it like you're talking to one person, one human being who needs your help, who's sitting across from you at a cafe, and they really need they need what you have to offer. And this helps to reduce our fear, because if we feel like we're speaking to thousands of people, sometimes it can be very nerve-wracking. But if you're really feeling like that fear is coming up, it's really good to just focus on that person who needs you. Think about the confusion they have. Think about the struggle that they're going through. You used to have that struggle. You used to be confused about those same things. Think about how you used to be disappointed and overwhelmed about things, and now you have the answers. And really go back to that time where you were in their shoes. And if you can light that up, and if you can focus on service, if you're nervous, like the saying goes, if you're nervous, focus on service. It really wakes up that desire to speak up and to want to go to your next level. You know, there are people that are hurting right now, and you have keys that can help them to improve the quality of their life. Often we try to avoid that next level because we think it's going to give us less of what we want. we often avoid change because of the fear of loss, fear of what we're going to lose. For example, our brain might say something like, if you show up on Facebook Live, you might get rejected. If you show up in an event, you might stuff up your words. You're going to feel like a failure. You won't feel secure. You're going to get criticized, all of those things. There's so many things that your brain could come up with, right? And sometimes we think that running an event is going to give us less of what we want, but we actually end up getting more of what we want by running events, because ultimately these 4 fears, they sit under a loss of love, a loss of acceptance, a loss of belonging, a loss of true human connection. That's what you and I are craving. The reason our fears coming up is because we think, oh, well, I'm going to be rejected, less belonging, less connection. But events gives us infinitely more human connection, less isolation, less hiding, less being invisible, and more actual human connection where we connect deeply with people. And it really does something really powerful in our brain. Something practical you can do to connect in with them is just to write a letter to your ideal client and just connect in with them and just really drop into them and go, wow, I really want to help them, and focus on them and go, right, I'm going to run an event. That's the most powerful way that I can help this person. And I can help maybe 20 people that are all going through the same thing. And it helps you just really connect and feel like you're connecting with a human. I hope this is helpful. Thank you for sharing. Any comments in the Facebook? I love your comments in the Facebook. Please share those comments, because it's really helpful for me to know what's standing out for you. And it also pushes this video out so that more people can see it. So I really appreciate it. Number 2 is take courageous action consistently. Take courageous action consistently. The fear is a result of our beliefs. The reason we have fear is because of what we are choosing to believe. And often this is happening at a subconscious level. So those thoughts we have in our mind, those stories that we're telling ourselves, the reason most people have those fears is because they just think it doesn't matter if they keep believing these lies. They don't really think about the consequences. But I want to remind you, just because a belief pops into your mind, like I'm not good enough, like who am I to think that blah, 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 it doesn't mean it's truth. They're not facts. So don't allow your mind to just run wild. You can't keep believing those thoughts and expect your results to change. It's not going to work. If you're saying anything to yourself that's stopping you taking courageous action, you need to stop saying that. You need to speak the truth. You're worth speaking the truth to. Honor yourself, speak the truth, prove to your brain that action is safe. This requires taking action despite feeling fear. We can't wait for the fear to disappear. It often, in a lot of cases it doesn't. We just have to act anyway. We have to be willing to fail in order to succeed. That's what entrepreneurs do. We're not in a safe, comfortable job. We're in an environment where if we're willing to take a risk, then we get the rewards for that. So for me personally, I just started recording live videos every week, even though I found it uncomfortable. I ran events, even though I felt like I didn't know what I was doing. I surrounded myself with encouraging cheerleaders, great coaches, great mentors, great friends. I continuously put my hand up at events until I got more comfortable being in the spotlight. I applied to speak at venues that scared me, like the International Convention Centre in Sydney, and got a spot speaking there at a convention. I went to lots of networking events on my own, and over time, the fear got less and less and less. And now I've spoken, to thousands of people and no longer have that fear. So we need to just keep taking that courageous action. Something practical you can do is write down a courageous action you've been putting off and set a date to do it and put it on your calendar. All right, number 3, the third way to overcome fear is to follow a formula. Follow a formula. If you don't have a formula to follow, you're going to be nervous. You're going to come across as feeling unconfident and incompetent. That's because it's hard work to overcome these fears from a mindset perspective. If you don't have a structure to follow, if you don't have the tools and the templates and the frameworks, you overcome fear with a formula. With a proven formula, you get proven results. So the fears are not just about doing it. You also need the skills. You also need the formula on how to do it, because then the fears start to vanish, because the fears don't go away on their own. If you don't know how to present and then you do a presentation and it doesn't go well, it almost reinforces that belief that, oh yeah, I knew I wouldn't do it well. But when you have that formula, it means that you just start to overcome the fear in a very practical way. It's not about, doing years and years of therapy work and mindset work. If you want to accelerate your business, you need to follow a structure and you need someone to help you through it. And, without my mentors, I would probably have never overcome that fear, never overcome that crippling fear. So whatever you want to do next for your next level, it's unlikely that you're going to go to that next level without knowing exactly what to do. Some of you are trying to do it without not knowing what to do, and you're struggling. So that's one of the fastest ways to overcome a fear, is with a formula. For me, it was learning how to do it and just taking action to do it. So the formula stops the fear. So my question to you is, what empowering actions will you choose to take despite feeling the fear? To move beyond those fears and build that business you desire. If you recognize there's a next level for you and you do want the support in getting it, I've been running a workshop over the last 7 years, and it's all about how to grow your coaching business using online events. I ran it on Saturday and on Tuesday. A lot of you were there, but for those of you who missed it, I'm running a 2-hour express version. So I'm just taking the best of the best content, I'm condensing it into a 2-hour version. And so if you recognize that there's a next level for you and you want to learn how to do it, and you want to learn a formula for how to do it, I'm sharing it in my upcoming workshop called How to Grow Your Business, Your Coaching Business with Online Events. And I'm basically going through the structure of how to market your event, how to present, how to structure your presentation, and then how to deliver it. And this is a formula I've created over the last 350 plus events. I've just taken some of the best of what I've learned from all the testing and measuring to help you to deliver a truly remarkable event that gets you clients and gets you converting the right people into clients. So if you want to join us, just drop the word workshop into the comments now, and I will get you all the details of that. The details are also in the link in my bio. If you just click on my personal page, you'll see the cover photo there with all the details and the link, so you can go there, or you can just drop the word workshop into the chat box now, and I'll get the link for you. It's happening on Tuesday, the 23rd of May. So it's next week, next Tuesday, 7 till 9 Sydney time, and I would love to see you there. I think you'll absolutely love it. Until next time, keep showing up, keep sharing, keep shining. The world is waiting for your words, my friend. The world is waiting for your words. Have a beautiful evening. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.